Hey, it's the Yogi Momo. Today's guided meditation is all about images of gratitude. So tell your folks that you need just a little bit of quiet time away from the world, get something comfy on, meet me on your mat. And I promise that after these few minutes that we spend our time together, you will feel a much more relaxed spirit and feel like you've been brought into this present moment, just as we should be. So stay tuned. Good stuff coming your way. And if you're feeling great once this is finished, press subscribe and there'll be lots of more good things available to you in the future. So welcome to today's final meditation of the gratitude series. But this is a guided meditation that you can do any time of the year. Just a few minutes on your mat or even just in a quiet spot in your home can truly change the course of the rest of your day. So there is no special trick to meditating. There are no special skills that are required other than you having an open heart and a willing spirit. I want you to listen to the words that I share with you, and that's why we call it a guided meditation, because I'm going to try to take you on a journey to begin to quiet the craziness, the busyness, the noise of your mind. So meditation is not about relaxing. That's restorative yoga, and there's a time for that. But meditation is just learning to be still and quiet. And so we don't want to relax. What we actually want to do when we become still and quiet is we become more alive. And it is an incredible, incredible thing. So let me share with you just a few words before we start our practice today. And I love this image that he paints in this book called Wherever You Go, There You Are. He says meditation is the only intentional, systematic human activity which at the bottom is about not trying to improve yourself or get anywhere, but simply to realize where you already are. Think about that. We spend so much of our lives getting somewhere, getting ready to live, getting ready to retire, getting ready to graduate, getting ready to whatever. But think about the freedom within your spirit when you embrace this concept. Let me read it again. Meditation is the only intentional, systematic human activity which at its bottom is about not trying to improve yourself or get anywhere else, but simply realizing where you already are. When we understand that this is it allows us to let go of the past and the future and wake up to what we are now, right here in this moment. And that's all I want to do with you today is help you find your way into this moment. I've titled this guided meditation, Images of Gratitude. And so I'm just going to take your thoughts to some images that will be universal to all of us, and just let those thoughts, those images just come across your mind. See them in whatever way you can provide context for yourself. And when we see those images, begin to feel the gratitude for each of those things that I bring to your mind. They're going to be simple, nothing complex, nothing that's contingent on you having had some kind of life events or circumstances that would have brought you here. But they're going to be just basic things that all of us can identify with. And whenever you are able to focus on those things, you don't worry about the past, and you don't worry about the future. You begin to look around you first internally, but then outside of you to what is here right now. And that is the core, the essence of gratitude. The appreciation of where we are now and what we have now. So I invite you to get into a comfortable position. Some folks might tell you that there's a certain way that you need to sit or be to meditate. But meditation, according to the Yogi Momo, is you find a spot, a position where your physical body is not going to distract your time in meditation. So for some of you, it's sitting. I'm on just this little cushion and it's sitting cross-legged and it works for me. But for some of you, your knees might fall asleep or your feet, and this is not going to work and it's going to be a distraction. So maybe you need to lie down. Maybe you need to lean up against a wall because you've got some low back issues and you don't want that to start to distract you. So you find a spot that works for you so that your physical location of your body doesn't distract you from what you're trying to do. So once you've found your way there, I want you to just let your arms relax wherever they are. If that's lying down, let them be alongside you. If that's seated, let them rest on your thighs. And then just close your eyes gently. And one of the first things I want you to learn in this practice today is how to close your eyes. Don't squint them. Don't squeeze them. Don't think that you have to close them so tightly that you block out the light. Just let the light continue to come. So you're gently closing the eyelids so that there'll be nothing physical that we see around us to distract us during these moments. If you're lying down, just let all the points of your body that are touching the ground, just let them go, kind of become heavy. If you're seated, just let your shoulders go so that they're not hunched up around your ears. Just let them go. And when you let the shoulders go, your rib cage just kind of relaxes, your spine, everything just let it go. Don't keep tension in your body. Okay, so in this practice, I want you just to breathe. Notice how the breath comes in, and notice how the breath goes out. Notice how it comes in, and notice how it goes out. Continue to focus, noticing your breath, until after a few breaths, you stop noticing any of the sounds or the feelings in the air around you. You just notice the breath. I'm going to say a few words, and I invite you to repeat them after me, either audibly or just in your head. When we say things, sometimes it helps to frame our thoughts. It helps us to accomplish whatever it is that we're attempting to do in life. And for now, it's just being here. So listen to these words. I am here. This present moment is all that matters. I am here. This present moment is all that matters. I am here. If at any point during our time across these next few moments, you get distracted, and if I become quiet and allow you just to reflect on whatever it is that I presented to you in our words and our time together, just say those words again. I am here. Let them be what bring you back to this present moment in this present space. I sit here and I hold the space for you, and I invite you to be a part of it. I am here. This present moment is all that matters. I am here. Again, noticing our breath as it comes in, as it goes out. And I invite your mind to begin to picture the bluest sky that you have ever witnessed. The sky that as you look up, you search for those white clouds, but they are not there. All you see for as far as the eye can stretch is blue. That perfect shade of sky blue. Just picture that. The expanse of it, the vastness of it, the perfection of it. And as your mind begins to picture that perfect, blue, untouched sky, I want you to realize that you are part of that world. The same world that has a perfect, blue, untouched, incredible sky. You are part of it. You serve an incredible purpose in that same world where that blue sky exists. Keep picturing it. Don't think about you, the things about yourself you want to change. Don't think about any of those things. I want you to picture the blue sky. I am grateful for the blue sky. I am grateful for the perfect, untouched blue sky. I am grateful for the days when there are no clouds. And I am grateful to be a part of that world. I am grateful for the blue skies. Continue to notice your breath coming in and going out. As wonderful as that blue sky was, just let it float across your mind and bring to your mind's eye an image of the most beautiful and majestic tree that you have ever seen. Maybe it was a tree that you climbed as a child. Maybe it's one that you planted yourself and watched it grow. Maybe it's one that you've passed in the park. Maybe it's one you've seen on a movie, you've seen on television. But just picture the most beautiful tree you've ever seen. For some of you, you're going to picture a tree that is filled with green, beautiful leaves. For some of you, it's a tree filled with beautiful buds, those flowers that are going to grow into something, your favorite fruit, your favorite nut. For some of you, you're going to picture a tree with those incredible colors of fall, the reds and the yellows and the oranges and the browns, right before the leaves begin to actually leave the branches and fall off. But no matter what your tree looks like, put it right there in the center of your mind. And listen to these words about these incredible, incredible structures. I am grateful for trees. I'm grateful for the strength that they represent. I am grateful for how the trees remind me that seasons come and seasons go. And there's no season that lasts forever. I'm grateful for the oxygen that those trees provide so that I can breathe in and fill my lungs with that incredible air. I'm grateful for the trees. And I'm grateful to be a part of a world where they exist. Just continue to breathe. Noticing the breath come in. Noticing the breath go out. And one final image, I want you to picture the most incredible, inviting, beautiful water that you've ever seen. For some, it will be a river that you played in your childhood. For some, it will be a lake where you can recall fishing with your grandparents. For some, it'll be a beach where you stood and the sand was under your toes as the waves crashed in. For some, it may be a pool in your own yard, in a place where you've swam. But I want you to picture water. Maybe it's the water that fills a fish tank, the stock pond, the ocean. Maybe you've seen it on television, maybe you've seen it in real life, but I want you to picture water. And listen to these words. I'm grateful for the gift of water. I'm grateful for how refreshing it can be. I'm grateful for how water can clean and wash everything it touches so that it appears new. I'm grateful for water that washes up onto the shore and pulls back away. The ebb and the flow. I'm grateful for the water that runs through the river, reminding me of its power as it cuts through the canyon and makes new pathways for us to follow. And I am grateful to be a part of a world where the incredible thing of water can be represented in so many beautiful, incredible ways. Just continue to breathe and notice your breath. And I want those 3 images just to come across your mind one more time. The blueness of that perfect, untouched sky. Be grateful for it. Appreciate it. But most of all, appreciate the fact that you are in a world where it exists. And you are part of that world. Be grateful for the tree that you imagined, that you pictured in your mind. The breath that it gives to us and it fills our lungs and gives us life. And be grateful for the fact that you are part of a world where those incredible structures exist. And finally, your image of water, whatever it looked like for you. Be grateful for the gift that water gives to wash things, to make them clean, to make them new. And be grateful for the fact that you are part of a world where water exists. Just continue to breathe and listen to these final words to close our time together. Meditation is the only intentional, systematic human activity which at the bottom is about not trying to improve yourself or get anywhere else, but simply to realize where you already are. And when we understand that this is it, it allows us to let go of the past, the future, and wake up to where we are now, right here in this moment. Open your eyes from wherever you are. Become awake. And know that that's what your meditation practice gives to you. The chance to be more awake. The chance to be more alive. There's not a right or a wrong way to do it. All it requires is that you have an open heart and a willing spirit, and that you do it. Grab onto every present moment that you have. Notice the sky. Notice the trees. Notice the water. Be grateful for the simple yet majestic things in our lives. And with that, I'll leave you with Namaste.